What's up guys, Gordon Briley here with PhenoX Fitness and Nutrition, and today I'm going to show you the single arm chest press on the Evo ID. So this one's going to be a very similar setup to the belted squat, except this is actually going to be on the other side. We're going to use the same pieces. I have my cube on the outside. I actually have it in the same hole as that one, and that's what I like about a lot of these things. It's just a really familiar setup with just a few things switched around. It's the second hole from the very end again. It's on the first hole, so not 90 degrees, but one hole in. So one hole will take you to this angle here. I like this because the entire goal of this, using this system, is to bring the weights as far forward as possible. So kicking those legs back give you a little bit of additional room to bring this weight towards you, and it makes it much more difficult. This one here has the weight plate holder, the end attachment. They don't normally have a pop pin. Mine does because it was a prototype, but this just pops on here. And the adjustable J hook is actually downward, pinned through the last hole of this. This, if you just loosen it a tiny bit, this will rotate in any direction. And it's cool because no matter what angle you set this from, this will adjust to it essentially. So it'll flatten itself right out and protect this. So again, two holes here. First hole, just a slight angle. I'm on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th hole down. I actually took a marker and just put a tiny, tiny little black dot. You could do a black dot and then a red dot, any way to signify which is your setting. You can't even really see it unless you're really looking for it, so that's just an easy way. What I like about this one is it's really, really safe. This bar would protect you if it falls. I set it to where no matter what, if somehow I dropped it or whatever, it's not very likely, but if it did, it still wouldn't be able to actually make contact with me. So I have it set up currently. I do it with the multi-purpose handle, which will have both handles on it. This obviously moves anywhere within this that you want. So you can set it where you want it. That's just kind of a personal thing. I like to set it to the opposite side so I can get down. I can protect my chest and shoulder, my rotator cuffs. I'm going to actually press it up with one hand, bring it to the other side. And then you can control whatever width that you'd want to do with this. And then you can also determine the depth by setting this crossbar. If you want to set it one more down and just literally leave it right here and start in a low position, that's perfectly fine. You have lots of options because of this adjustability. So now it's just so smooth and you can really push it because you're safe. Now, if you just want to set it down, I bring it back to the J hook. It's elevated. You can do more weight that way because it's not in that down position. So, as far as the pin goes, I have the landmine all the way up basically. I have the pin below the threaded quick knob that goes in here. That way, because now the weight is going to be wanting to shift down, and that pin stops it from moving at all. So that's safe there. It's just always making sure that you have that pin in the right place for whatever you're doing. Again, this is completely adjustable, where you could just strip this off. Mine has the pin on it. Yours would have a quick knob, but you can always replace these pins. Just buy them separately because these are really expensive. So I have the quick knobs, which are a little more affordable, but you can replace them with a couple different kinds. These ones are really nice, but they're expensive. These are really nice, but they're not quite as expensive, but it's just different options to speed up the process. This one is super quick. You can move these anywhere, so you could adjust the difficulty, one, by moving these, but just getting it set is really, really simple. If you get it here and see that, okay, I can move it forward, you can move it forward one more, keep it a little bit away. Obviously it can't hit this. You would be too close, you would just back it off one. But it's really fast, it's really easy to adjust. And with a single arm, just 2 plates is already pretty difficult. So again, lots of different options. You get the choice of setting it up how you want it, and then you get to play with it. This is all about learning the equipment and kind of figuring out what's going to work best for you. Maybe you have an injury, and doing a single arm with a neutral grip is going to be best for you. Or maybe it's going to be using the multi-purpose handle with the extensions and having the 45-degree handles, which feels really, really good. And that's just a matter of popping this off, putting this on. Now, how you put this on, you can set it up in a couple different ways. You could press from this position. You could flip this and have it lower instantly. You can move this anywhere that you want within it, and then you would just pin it. So these come right off too. So if you wanted more room, you could do that. So it's completely adjustable. At times it seems like maybe it's too adjustable, but once you learn it, you have a lot of freedom in designing your workout equipment to work for you, depending on your body type, your injuries, stuff like that. So that's what this system is all about, is not only does it do the basic functions for the same price as a traditional rack, so we can just set this up and use it in just the traditional way, squats, bench press, all that stuff. But as you start to learn, you have the ability to start adding things to your repertoire and having better workouts and having better success, and just learn one thing at a time and add it in. It's not like you have to look at this and be like, oh my God, it's too confusing. Use it as a basic rack. It's great at that. So again, this is just the chest press, different variations, how to set it up. I think I covered everything. Again, I love to communicate with you guys, so ask questions and let me know what you would love to see, because I'm all about building different things and kind of making what you guys want to see. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.